How's everyone doing? I'm back here again for a new video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Halloween Kills. And the reason why I'm going to be talking about it is because I watched it for the first time last night since I saw it in theaters. I haven't watched it since it came out to theaters, and I revisited it last night, and I just thought it would be cool to do a video and talk about my thoughts on it, and whether or not my thoughts on the movie has changed. And the reason why is because when I first saw this movie, I liked it, but I didn't love it. There were things about it that really bothered me, and I just wasn't a huge fan of it. But I was thinking about when I first saw Halloween 2018 in theaters. I remember liking it, but I didn't love it. Well, the second time I watched it, I enjoyed it more than I did when I saw it in theaters. And then when I watched it again, I enjoyed it even more. And I'm sure I'll probably enjoy it even more when I watch it again this year. And so I thought that since I enjoyed Halloween 2018 more, the more times I revisited it, I figured that I might enjoy Halloween Kills more the more times that I revisit it. So I rewatched it last night, and I was right. I actually did enjoy it more the second time around. There were things about it that bothered me the first time I saw it that didn't bother me as much this time around. The same goes with Halloween 2018. So I thought I would go over a bit about the stuff that kind of bothered me the first time I saw it, and then talk about maybe why it doesn't bother me as much now. Now, the first thing that I thought kind of bothered me was when the whole town is doing their whole angry mob going after Michael, and there's a scene when they're in the hospital and you see the other patient that escaped with Michael when the bus crashed in Halloween 2018, and people were looking at him and saying, "Oh, it's Michael, it's Michael." When I first saw this, I was kind of wondering, people know how tall Michael is. They know how big he is. I know there's a scene in the movie when Tommy says, "But nobody knows what he looks like without his mask." Well, no, but people know what his body looks like. So I always wondered, why are they mistaking this short, slumped over guy for Michael? And then it kind of made me think, during my second viewing, I was kind of thinking, when people get into a mob, and they have that sort of mob, this angry mentality, false information can go through that mob, and it can make, like one person might say one thing and say, "Oh yeah, I saw this," or "I saw that," and then it could make another person say, "Oh yeah, I saw it," and more and more people will see it until eventually that entire mob is thinking the same way that that one person did, even though that one person is wrong. And so that's what I kind of thought. I thought one person saw this guy, they thought that he was Michael, and then it sort of stretched throughout the group until eventually everybody thought that this guy was Michael, and so they chased him. So, the first time I saw it, that's kind of what I thought, but when I saw it, when I watched the movie the second time, I think that that's what that scene was supposed to, it was supposed to show. It's supposed to show how, a mob mentality is not, it can go really bad, and it can cause pain or even death to someone or something that doesn't deserve it. So I did like that. I liked that more. I understood it more. There were a few other things about the humor in the movie. Like in Halloween 2018, there were, scenes of comedy that I wasn't a big fan of, but when I watched it the second time and the third time, it didn't bother me as much, and now I actually do enjoy the humor in Halloween 2018. And with this one, I like it as well. I thought it was kind of cheesy near the end with the Big John and Little John characters, where they're walking through the house and they keep saying, Big John, Little John, like they're telling each other their names so that they both know that they're all right. I wasn't a big fan of that when I first saw it, and I'm still not as big of a fan of it my second time around. I still think it's kind of dumb, but it didn't bother me as much on the second viewing. And I do like those characters. And there are other things about the movie that I really enjoyed the first time I watched it. I think some of my favorite scenes is when they're showing what happened after the original movie. From when they capture Michael. I think that I think that they really made the house look the way that it did in the original movie. I think that the actor who played Dr. Loomis, whose name I don't know, I think that he looks great. I think he was, like he really does look like Donald Pleasance. I thought that was great. Those were some of my favorite scenes. The scene, the boy who played Lonnie in it as well, I think that he looked really good as well. So I think they did a really good job of, trying to capture and trying to match what the original movie looked like in those scenes. And I think they did a great job. That was definitely one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. And there were a few other things that I think that when I was watching it, people were laughing at certain scenes that I don't think that they should have been laughing at. But when I watched it a second time around, like I said, stuff that originally bothered me, like I said, just didn't bother me the second time around. So I did really enjoy this a lot more than I did the first time I saw it. And I do think that I might start doing this sort of series where I go back and I revisit movies that I'm not a big fan of and see if my opinion has changed. I'm probably going to do one for Halloween 5 because Halloween 5 has always been my least favorite of the original 8 movies. I'm just not a big fan of that movie, but there are things about that movie that I do really like. And, I remember watching it a few years back and really enjoying it for the first time, like enjoying the whole movie. And then I watched it again, I wasn't a big fan of it. So I might do one for that. But I guess this is just kind of me, thinking, because whenever I go to a theater and I watch a movie, I always try to do a quick video giving my thoughts about it right after I see it because I want to give my first impression of it. And I will be doing that when I go see Halloween Ends next Friday. I will do a quick video to give my thoughts. But I also think that I might start doing these sort of revisited videos where once the movie comes out on Blu-ray, I'll rewatch it and I'll see if my opinion on the movie has changed because I end up liking a movie more than I did the first time I saw it. Like with Halloween Kills, I wasn't a huge fan of it the first time I saw it in theaters, and now I actually enjoy it more. And I do think I'll probably enjoy it more the next time. I think that the same thing that happened with Halloween 2018, where every year I'm going to rewatch it and I'm going to enjoy it more. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to get on here and just talk a little bit more about Halloween Kills because like I said, when I first saw this movie, I had a lot of mixed feelings about it. But now that I've rewatched it, I did really enjoy it. And I want to know what you guys think. Were you guys a big fan of Halloween Kills when it first came out? Or were you guys like me and were you guys kind of mixed? Like you liked some of it, but you weren't a big fan of, other scenes in it? And if you've rewatched Halloween Kills, did you like it more your second viewing? Or do you still feel the same about it? Let me know down below in the comments. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on here and just talk a bit about Halloween Kills and why I just enjoy it more the second time around, because I think that happens a lot. You watch a movie for the first time and you don't know if you really like it or not, and then you watch it another time and you enjoy it more. But yeah, guys, I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but I do plan on doing some cool Halloween October-related videos within the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. And like always, guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my link is down below. For some reason, I don't have access to my Dead by Dawn 93 Facebook page anymore. So from this point on, I'm just going to stick to Instagram, and I'm always posting what I'm watching on there. So if you guys want to follow me on social media, I'll always leave my Instagram down below. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.